Hello team, welcome to another ATP Geopolitics video with myself, Jonathan and S. Pearce. This is a kind of US political breaking news update based on what Donald Trump has just announced. And it's pretty shocking to me. I did a long video yesterday analysing the state of play for the US in terms of the political landscape there at the moment and the very distinct democratic backslide, the very distinct movement towards autocracy and authoritarianism that the US is definitely taking. And I just want to read this before I read Trump's Truth Social post. This is someone saying, in case you were wondering, you, as in America, you are here. Every record has been destroyed or falsified, every book rewritten, every picture has been repainted, every statue and street building has been renamed, every date has been altered, and the process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped. Nothing exists except an endless present in which the party is always right. George Orwell in the book 1984. Particularly pertinent since there is now a rewriting. I think it's Oklahoma is wanting, or some people in Oklahoma are wanting the curriculum to teach that the 2020 election was or had some issues, should we say. In other words, there's a rewriting of history to suggest that Trump may well have won the 2020 election, and that's what they want to teach the children in that particular state. There is historical revisionism. There is taking down of a USAID lettering outside the building and, purging government and taking out of not just employees, but contracts and entire departments that have previously been integral in establishing what the US is, particularly to the outside world, and taking out departments that protect the United States, have guardrails in place, create checks and balances, such as the department that was looking at foreign interference into US elections. All of this is going on in a way that makes the US look like it's using 1984 not as a warning, but as a how-to manual. And so Trump says this, quote, "The pardons that Sleepy Joe Biden gave to the unselect committee of political thugs and many others are hereby declared caps void, vacant, and of no further force or effect, because of the fact that they were done by AutoPen. In other words, Joe Biden did not sign them, but more importantly, he didn't know anything about them. The necessary pardoning documents were not explained to or approved by Biden. He knew nothing about them, and the people that did may have committed a crime. Therefore, those on the unselect committee who destroyed and deleted all evidence obtained during their 2-year witch hunt of me and many other innocent people should fully understand that they are subject to investigation at the highest level. The fact is, they were probably responsible for the documents that were signed on their behalf without the knowledge or consent of the worst president in the history of our country, crooked Joe Biden." Quite a bit of modal language here. Probably responsible. This is, again, historical revisionism, given that on January the 7th, he agreed that, these people should be the recipients of the full force of the law. And yet, soon after that, they were political prisoners and the J6 hostages. And in fact, they were pardoned from, the full force of the law. And now the people who investigated January the 6th and who were pardoned by President Joe Biden are now having their pardons rescinded just by mere, it looks by mere assertion of the new president. This is looking more and more like dictatorship with every passing day. It's absolutely incredible. It's happening in broad daylight, and he announces it on Truth Social. And people go, Donald Trump. No, this is serious. This is incredibly serious. Will the Republicans in the Senate, in Congress, stand up to Donald Trump, or will they be complicit in the complete destruction of the democratic ideals and mechanisms and institutions of the United States of America? It's a truly worrying time in American history and in modern political history. The US government hasn't just been taken hostage, it's been assassinated. Who is left to stand up to this other than the people? The Democrats seem to have fallen asleep on the job, or they might be waiting for it's a dangerous game to play, but they might be waiting for the people to stand up so it doesn't look so partisan. It looks like it's a general discontent among the population, and they don't want to highlight any partisan-ness of it. That's a plausible explanation. They certainly need a charismatic leader right now to mobilize political discontent, because this is not right. What is happening at the moment, what Donald Trump is doing to the government and whilst representing the government, is not right. And that's not even considering foreign policy. The foreign policy, I would say, unconscionable crimes that are taking place. The getting into bed with other dictators. Vlad Vexler, the political philosopher, talks about this as kind of an element of his narcissistic personality disorder, whereby part of that is narcissistic submission, where he submits to other big leaders because he receives adulation from them for so doing. Everyone gives him almost cultish, obsequious adulation. And those strong men who don't, he submits to them so that they do. And if you want an example of the cultish behaviour of the people in his own government, let's look at the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, who is now taken to painting his face orange. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. That is where we're at. Let me know what you think. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.